Hey guys, welcome to Nuko Maths. On this channel, we break down concepts into easy steps for you to understand.
Today we're going to be going over factorizing expressions, going from simple to harder questions. We're going to start off by defining some key terms that you will have to know. HCF, for example. HCF stands for highest common factor. Let's start with an example. 4x plus 8. We pick out the common factor between 4 and 8. We can see that 8 is the highest factor. So we break up the bracket to 4 bracket x plus 2 because 4 times x is 4x and then 4 times 2 is 8. Another example is 3a minus 6. We can see 3 is the common factor and we expand it to 3 bracket a minus 2 because if we expanded it out, it would give us our original equation. In IG Math, the two most common factorizing forms are these two, a plus b times a plus b, or a bracket bx plus c. These are the forms that you will have to remember. Let's try an example. 6xy plus 9x. First, we have to find the number of factors. Then what we have to do is find the variable factors like x or y. So we can see that 3 is going to be the common factor between these two, and the variable common factor is x. Then on the inside of the bracket, we write 2y plus 3, because if you expanded it out, it would give us 6xy plus 9x. Here's another question. 12x squared plus 18x. We find our common factors of 6 and x, and in the bracket write 2x plus 3 because they're what multiply by the factor to give us 12x squared plus 18x. A final example, 8a squared b minus 20ab. We find our common factors of 4ab and find the corresponding numbers which will expand to our outer bracket, which is 2a minus 5. The 4ab is the main factor here. Here's a more challenging question. Pause the video and give it a shot. 15x cubed y minus 10x squared y plus 5xy. We first find our number common factors, which is 5, and then our variable, which we can see is x and y. Then we do the inside brackets of what will multiply to our original numbers, which is 3x squared minus 2x plus 1, because when you expand it out, we get our original equation. Now, if you just have x squared minus 9 without another x in between, we look at the right number, which is negative 9, and we can tell that it's a square number. So the square root of 9 is 3, which means inside the brackets, it's just going to be x plus 3 and x minus 3. And if you were to expand that out using our crab claw method, you'll get x squared minus 3x plus 3x minus 9, and the 3x's cancel out to give us x squared minus 9. With a squared minus 16, we can see that 16 is a square number, so we put plus and minus 4 in the brackets. In this example, we can see that there are two squares, 4 and 25. So we take the square root of 4, which is 2, and then the square root of 25, which is 5. The square root of 4, which is 2, will now go in front of the x, so it'll be 2x minus 5 and 2x plus 5. This is because 2 times 2 is 4, which is what we had originally. Now we're going to be simplifying a bigger expression, x squared plus 5x plus 6. So in front of the x squared is a 1, and so we times the first number by the last number, 1 times 6, and we find the common factors, so 2 and 3 and 1 and 6. And we see what ones out of those will add or minus to 5. So we see 1 plus 6 equals to 7, which we don't want. But we see 2 plus 3 is 5, which is what we want. So the 5x splits into 2x and 3x. We draw a line and split 2 and 3x, and on each side of the line we factorize. To know if you're on the right track, the inside of both brackets will be the same, which is x plus 2, and the other bracket will be x plus 3, which is the remaining numbers. So if we do the same process again, where we multiply the first and last number, we get 2 times 3 is 6. We list out the factors and we see what numbers here will add to 7. We can see 1 plus 6 will add to 7, so we split 7x into x plus 6x. We then factorize our separate sides and we can see that our two brackets inside are the same, so we're on the right track. And the other bracket is just x plus 3. Pause the video here and give these questions a shot. Let's go over the answers. We see 16 is a square, so we know it's going to be plus and minus 4 inside of the brackets. Here, we take out the common factor of 2, and we get x plus 10 on the inside. We multiply our first and last numbers in the third question to get minus 60. We list the factors and see which ones will minus to 11. And we decide to use minus because it's negative 60. So we can see that minus 4 plus 15 will give us 11. So our 11 splits into 15x minus 4x. We then draw our imaginary line and factorize each of the other sides. We can see that we're on the right track as the inside of both of our brackets will be the same, of 2x plus 5, and then the other bracket is just 3x minus 2. I'll highlight the answers in blue so you know which ones to look back at. Here's an overview for today's lesson. We went over factorizing different equations from easy to harder ones. A key note to remember is if it's x squared minus 16 and there's no x term in between, you have to use the square method. And we can see that 16 is a square number, and so we just take the square root of it, which is 4. And the general equation is a minus b and a plus b, where a is the x value and b is the square root of our square number.
Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe so you keep up to date with the videos that we post.
Next week's video will be about solving linear equations.